Hey folks, this is Kathleen over at BookBrush, here to give you a little tour of what's really cool about the background step. I'm in the custom creator, but these things will also be able to be used over in our cover creator tool too. Let me choose an ad size and we'll jump in. Come down on the left hand side to background and you can search millions of free images, upload your own, and we also rotate through some sample search topics here, but I'm going to search. We'll search forest, we'll click, put the image in the workspace, and then let's talk about the things that you can do with a background. So often, because background is literally in the background, we don't pay attention to the cool things that we can do. I'm going to double click so you can see all the editing tools here on the left, and let's take a look. You can adjust your size with the slider, and you'll see the zoom percentage. If you are dragging, you'll also see the percentage there, and you can click and move. The next option is color. This is the color that's behind the background. So we'll choose a color, and then here's how you can see it. Simply come down here where it says transparency, and you can adjust the transparency with the slider. Now what's really cool about this is you can take an image like this forest and give it a really different look and feel with different colors. Let me click here and we'll carefully click through. So it's pretty cool how the same forest can have all those different looks by just putting a different color behind and then simply adjusting transparency. We'll remove that and take a look at another option. Something else that I think is really cool is blur. So you have your background and it still looks like a forest, but it's not as crisp, which can help the reader focus on other things that you might be placing in your image. So don't be afraid to try blur. We also have a border option here where you can adjust the size. And of course, you can choose other colors in here too. Don't forget color picker. So right now it's blue. You can use this eyedropper, bring it over here, and it's going to match exactly whatever color is in the center. That way you can have a color coordinated border even if you don't know the color code. Last two things to look at here in the magic of the background step: overlays and filters. Overlays go right on top. This is one of my favorite ones. I'll adjust the transparency, so when you add it, it gives you transparency. Look at the difference. So here it is with no overlay at all. And you just get a different feel and coziness, and here it is with the entire overlay. So try some of those out and of course adjust the transparency. If you change your mind on anything, just click the X and you can remove it. And lastly, but certainly not least, we have the filters. So you can change the colors, maybe like black and white. These are also fun to do with a blur. And then a hidden gem here at the bottom of filters. These last four actually fade where the fade is. So we'll use the very last one. It's going to fade to the side. Notice how it faded this image to the side. And you could come up here and add a color. And because that filter's there, it kind of fades your image. Let me try the other ones as well. So here it's from the bottom, the other side, and from the top. And of course, you can combine that with a blur and some other neat things. So the background is still the background, but it doesn't have to be just boring in the background.